Are next-gen Bitcoin meme coins here? Stick around to learn more about the latest fungible token standard on Bitcoin, Runes, and how it improves on the existing BRC-20 standard. First, let's quickly recap on Ordinals and BRC-20s. Ordinals was created by Bitcoin developer Casey Rodimer in January 2023. Ordinals allowed users to inscribe data, such as text, images, and even videos, directly on Satoshis, the smallest unit of Bitcoin. This essentially reintroduced Bitcoin NFTs, which then received significant attention from proponents and skeptics alike. Following Ordinals, another developer, Domo, leveraged the Ordinals protocol to introduce the BRC-20 token standard in March 2023, which allowed the creation and transfer of fungible tokens on Bitcoin. However, BRC-20s have a major disadvantage, as inscribing data onto individual sats is inefficient and can contain relatively large amounts of data. Their high on-chain footprint, along with huge demand, leads to network congestion and drives up fees. In an effort to clean up the network, Ordinals creator Rodimer proposed the Runes protocol in September 2023, presenting it as a more simple and efficient way to issue and use fungible tokens on Bitcoin. Runes launched on April 19th, exactly when Bitcoin had its latest halving. Let's go through in more detail about how the Runes protocol works. Runes are created through etching, which involves setting properties such as name, divisibility, symbol, and supply cap. Once set, these properties cannot be altered. The next step is minting, which allows users to create new tokens based on the properties set during the etching process. After that, transfers of runes are defined and executed using an instruction known as an edict. The Runes protocol enables users to create batch transfers, airdrops, or to transfer all remaining units of a particular rune in their balance. Runes transactions, whether it's etching, minting, or transferring, are facilitated using runestones. Runestones are special messages stored in Bitcoin transaction outputs, which contain scripts determining the type of transaction being executed. Without getting too technical here, runes function by leveraging Bitcoin's native UTXO model. UTXOs are essentially specific amounts of Bitcoin that you have received but not yet spent. Think of them like separate cash notes or coins. If you need a more in-depth explainer, we highly recommend you watch our video on it. By relying on Bitcoin's native features for data storage and transfers, runes take up much less on-chain resources. It's also fully compatible with the Bitcoin mainnet, and therefore doesn't require wallets which support additional protocols like Ordinals. This is in contrast to the Ordinals-based BRC-20 standard, which, as mentioned, relies on inscribing information onto individual sats for data storage. As a result, BRC-20 tokens demand multiple times more on-chain storage space than runes. They also require excessive UTXO splitting to transfer tokens, which results in large amounts of junk, unspendable UTXOs that clog up the network. Runes also has a built-in mechanism that burns any rune tokens that are etched or minted with an error. Though irreversible, Rodimer argues that this promotes better UTXO management. BRC-20s, on the other hand, allow errors to be made. Overall, the simplicity of Runes protocol makes it much more compatible with Bitcoin, being more resource efficient as it leverages its inherent features. With Runes being less complex and more scalable than its predecessor, it might just bring in another wave of users onto the Bitcoin ecosystem. Well, that's the basics on Runes. If you'd like a closer look into BRC-20, check out this video.